Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Reece Deans of the Deansy Boys Show, and what is going on in the West End world today? For some of you who are not familiar, this is what's been happening. Andrew Lloyd Webber has come out on social media and announced that Cinderella, his recent musical Cinderella, is going to be no more. It's closing in June. However, there is an issue here. Now, when you make events or musical shows and you announce that they're going to be closing, they're going to be ending, you're going to guarantee that 9 times out of 10, the cast, the crew, the people behind productions are going to know first before anyone else, before it goes public. Not with Andrew Lloyd Webber, it doesn't. So what's been happening is that Andrew Lloyd Webber has come out on social media, and he's also come out on the news and said that Cinderella's going to be no more. It's gone, it's done, it's not going to happen. But the likes of Carrie Hope Fletcher and the people behind Cinderella only found out about it through social media, that they were going to lose their jobs. They're going to lose the parts they played, the ones who have rehearsed it to go on to into the future. You know, the people who are coming and going into the show have only just found out about it through social media, and they weren't informed privately, and they were not told in advance. Now, if I was the cast and crew, I'd be pissed off with Andrew Lloyd Webber. I'd be so pissed off with him, and it's so, I don't know, I can't put the words, I can't describe why, but it's so degrading, it's so embarrassing, and it's very worrying to some. Because when you think about it, ladies and gentlemen, you have got a cast and crew that solely rely on performances in the West End. Their income is performing on shows, and you don't know whether or not it's going to be a hit or miss. You don't know whether it's going to be the next Phantom of the Opera, which will go on for 30 plus years, or it'll be some musical that only lasts 3 or 4 months, and then it'll close on the West End and you'll hear nothing more about it. That's the thing about musicals and plays that go on, not just in the West End, but maybe in other places as well, maybe in Broadway. And I'm no equity person. I don't know the ins and outs. I don't know what is right and what is wrong in terms of what you have to do. But from what I can gather, this happens in any workplace. If a shop, if a business is going out, if it's closing, you've got to let your employees know that it's going to be no more. They've got to know first before anyone else. I will never forget when I was working for DW Sport, and this was during the pandemic. I found out that I was going to lose my job through my grandfather, who found out from BBC News. And then an hour later, after I was told this, my former manager called me up and said, I don't know if you heard the story, and I basically had to say, I found out through the news that we're going out of business. And she was shocked because, you know, not every single employee was actually told. So professionally and maturely and respectfully, you gotta tell your employees that if it's going out of business or if it's closing, you gotta do the right thing and tell them first, so that they're prepared to go out and try and find a new job. And that's the most difficult part of not just in the West End, but in life in general. If you lose a job, you gotta find some income somewhere, and it's very hard. And I should know, I've struggled myself to find a job. It's not easy. It's very difficult, and it's very challenging mentally and physically, and especially for those who work in the West End or work in Broadway. You know, those who want to live their dream and perform and give it all they got to be in musicals and plays, and then to be told that you're not gonna be working after a specific date and time through social media by the man, Andrew Lloyd Webber, the supposed one of the gods of musical theatre, that you're not gonna be working anymore. It's gut-wrenching, it's heartbreaking, and it's just sad. It's really sad. I'm going on to Andrew Lloyd Webber. This is a man who's supposed to be the kind of person who lives and breathes musical theatre. I don't want to go into this politically, but this is the kind of person who publicly announced that he was denouncing his support for the Conservative Party for the way they approached and the way they treated the arts during the pandemic and so much other things. For this man who's supposed to be the one, the advocate, the man to lead at the helm to say, we're gonna be there for everyone who wants to be working in musical theatre, for those who wants to be working in plays and in theatre in general, we should do that. But for him to come out and say that and say they're closing without telling your cast and crew, mate, you've hit an all-time low and the respect is lost. Do I see Andrew Lloyd Webber be damaged in sort of sense? Maybe through reputation, but in terms of work ethics, when the next musical comes along, or one of his recent revivals of maybe Cats or School of Rock or whatever, I don't know what musical could be revived, because most of his musicals are still going to this day. People will still want to work, and I believe, you know, it doesn't matter what musical is going to be, people will want to work in that field, regardless of who it's made by. I think in terms of reputation for Andrew Lloyd Webber, done. It's done. And it was coming. It's been a long time coming as well. What a dick. So there we have it, guys. Hope you liked this video. Make sure you leave a comment in the comment section below about your opinion, and make sure you give a like, share and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all very soon. Take care, guys.